Okay, Landria here. My camera is messed up. That tripod isn't working. All right, so you're gonna have to look at me this way. Landria Anca, founder of DigitalExplorers.net. Do you have a script for sales? Are you a deal closer? Do you do sales of any kind? Let me share with you why you should stop using a script or a method. It's a real simple method that works. We're so done with manipulation and techniques. You know, somebody called me to get me interviewed on some big talk show. Of course, I had to pay for it, okay? Like, it's a business. All right, you know, I get it. You have to make money, but I knew that it was a pitch. And that person said, I want to know, Landria, what inspired you to write Breakthrough Fear? That's my book that just recently came out. I have a television movie. I have best-selling, award-winning books. And I said, you know what? No offense, but I don't have time to go through that right now. I'm real busy. Let's talk about business. And I was very kind to her, but I knew it was a pitch. She didn't really care what inspired me to write it. I said, I don't know. I just wrote it. I got a download. And so, well, Landria, and I heard it coming. Well, what she didn't know is somebody had called me a week earlier and had the exact same script. What do you think when you hear that? It's not true. She doesn't mean it. She doesn't care. She's reading something that they think works, and it's actually the opposite. So you're going to, of course, when you get on a call and you're going to offer somebody, hopefully something of real value, that's the purpose of the call, not to sell them, but to make sure there's a great match, because you want a success record. I want all my students to have an amazing off-the-charts success record. So I'm not going to pull somebody in if I think they don't have a chance of that. You can get fooled sometimes, but you're not responsible for their success. You can only pick and choose those people who really want this, which means your pitch or your technique. You don't want to sway somebody who's not ready to take that step, but you do want to inform them of whatever you're offering. So if you're not offering something of great value and you find yourself having to use a technique or a special script, maybe you better think about what you're offering them. All right, do you really feel good about it? I created Digital Explorers because I knew that I had to give an option to entrepreneurs out there that went much deeper than just making money or selling something. It had to have meaning. So when I get on that call, you can use this. This is pretty simple. If you're a salesperson, you already know this. I just ask them who they are. Where are you with everything? What is it you want to achieve? Let's talk about you. I want to find out why we're on this call, because then I'm going to share with you what I have that could solve that problem, that could improve your life, that could get you the results that you desire. And here's how we do it. Do you have questions? And it's a conversation. It is a mutual exchange of a desire, a problem, whatever it is over here, and a solution. And that's it. We're going to have a discussion about that. And if I can solve this problem or give you the results that you desire, then perhaps you should purchase my stuff, my product, my service. And here's what that looks like. And if it's not in your wheelhouse, it's too expensive or whatever else, okay, we learn from that. You know, how do we get you on board with that? You know, do we have payment plans? And we work together, and sometimes it's not going to work. Some people aren't willing to invest in themselves. So I tell them, when you're ready to do that, entrepreneurs invest in themselves. Come on back, I'll be here. I get it. Sometimes it's scary. I never want to force something on somebody. And I get on with my calls, and 90% of the people are asking me, can I get on board? Because they know I won't take everybody. And that's not a trick. I genuinely won't take everybody. I've told people not to purchase my product, and they did it anyways. And guess what? Yeah, they ended up quitting. Not because the training was bad, because they were not ready for that. It was not a good fit. So you can't be responsible for somebody else's success, but you can be responsible for that moment when you're deciding if that's the best possible choice for them. And of course, you're just going to educate them. That's all you have to do. Because people know a pitch. And I'm tired of them, aren't you? Yeah. So if you're interested, here's my pitch. If you're interested in my email list and a free webinar, digitalexplorers.net is teaching people how to create planet-conscious businesses. And everything we do, we think about what it's going to do for other people, how it's going to affect the planet, how it's made, and what are we doing behind it? What's going on behind it? Because when you're functioning from that place, that really high-level place, then you're going to succeed. You're going to feel really good about what you're doing. You're going to feel really good about what you're offering. So then when you go to sell anything, whether it's your product or service, you can say, we're not polluting the planet. We're not putting stuff into the oceans. We're not putting toxins into our food or in our homes or whatever. Here's what we're doing. And you're going to feel real good about it. And that's the discussion you're going to have. And that's the biggest success sales pitch you could ever have. So if you're interested in that, if you're not in my email list already, you can join that, get that free webinar, and find out why that world out there isn't working anymore. Why isn't it working? It never has. Never has. Except for those who go off and do the things they feel most passionate about, right? We usually call those charities. Well, they can be businesses too. I hope to see you in the next video. Thanks so much for listening, and be a force of positive change out there. Take care.